All right, warriors, good morning. Buenos dias. We're going to do a breathing exercise, 5 seconds. We're going to get our body regimented, get our core in check, get to a point where we can just pay attention, have a badass conversation, take a stroll on the beach, chill a little bit, drink your coffee, your jugo, your juice. And let's clear a path so we can connect some puzzle pieces. So we can start breathing right for a change. 5 seconds, warriors. We're going to talk about some shit tests that you need to be looking for, and also what to pay attention to when you're observing in your silence. Warriors, this is where you can learn the most. You see, you already know enough about your immediate family and even the relationships you were involved with. You know who to avoid there, it's obvious. It's the pick-me's, the orbiters, the ones that think they're next in line. You need to pay attention to their actions, and we're going to go over them so that you are now more aware. And then we're going to talk about why you had to go through this boot camp. Stubborn asses we are, aren't we? 5 seconds, come on, y'all. Release slowly. All right, shake that shit off. Warriors, I used to think a long time ago, man, I'm so sorry you had to go through what you went through. I'm sorry you caught the feels. I'm sorry you went through the abuse you went through. But now I'm thankful. Hold on, back up. Let me explain why. Let me give you the splanacious, because it's more delicious when I splanate it this way. Now you're listening? Stop what the fuck you're doing, look at me. Look, the reason why is only God, or only something divine, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is you pray to, only that could show you and protect you at the same time. Because let me tell you, whether you want to admit it or not, when you came into this awareness, hit you like a fucking ton of bricks, but so hard, it was paralyzing you to not react, but to start observing harder. Because in your mind, you were having this conversation. Is this shit for real? Am I in the twilight zone? Uh-oh, look at this food. Again. Oh, okay. Now, I'm going to have to start documenting this, because this dumbass just told me he didn't say what he said, and I'm going to have to start recording this shit, because I know I ain't crazy. And you start journaling, where you start using your phone smartly instead of playing on these apps. You start gathering your receipts, because one day you're telling yourself, I'm gonna throw this shit in your face. We're gonna see who's who. And something greater than you and I said, hold back. You're gonna need that shit later. Not right now, right now. Later. Build your case. And see, you had to go through the go-throughs in order for you to become that warrior. A silent warrior. The beast within was calculating and operating differently than your norm. Can I get a what? But what a fucking ride, though. Man, and you know what? Only few will appreciate the Father's divine grace and patience. Because during this whole process, you just really thought you had it together. Warriors, this kind of awareness, this kind of a bitch slap from Holy Father is life-saving. And only He He can discipline in this way and protect you all at the same time. And this is why I can say I'm thankful that you went through your boot camp. It couldn't have happened in any other way ever so perfectly. Because you heard about a God. In fact, all of creation points to a creator. There's no other way. Your DNA mapping. But now you have a relationship with a Father. I want to share some of these habits that narcissists have across the board, and it seems like they all play out of the same playbook. What I want you to understand is this is a mental disorder, a retardation of the frontal lobes of the brain. They got raisinets up there. They're not sporting plumpy grapes no more. That shit done shrunk from lack of use. Atrophy. And ain't nothing you can do to inflate that. They can fake it, but for so long. And if you want to call it demon possessed, I don't care what you identify with, whatever you call it, understand you can't fix that. But what you can do is get in their way and entertain them from waking other warriors up just like you. You see, in their delusion, they feel they're serving a higher source. Because that's the highest source they can understand. That's the highest they can elevate to. Where you're going, they're not welcome. They're not qualified. Just like the throne you tried to put them in. They weren't qualified to sit in. They just played pretend until you caught on. Warriors, get your pen and paper. There's 8 things that we're going to talk about that you need to be aware of. And you don't speak it, you observe it. Don't speak it. Shut the fuck up. Because we speak what we know so eloquently, but it's when we shut the fuck up to listen that we begin to learn and observe. Warriors, these are some of the textbook habits narcissists have. They have difficulty empathizing with the feelings of other people. I say difficulty because they can pretend to empathize if they can get their cues off others. Well, they could just fit right in. What I'm talking about is if they're surrounded by their own kind, you'll notice none have empathy. They have no one to cue in on. So they're looking around like, should we be hugging, crying, or laughing? Should we, is this the part where you go, no, wrong cue, okay? Pay attention to this. They're easily jealous and envious of others and their work and successes. And the way you're going to find, let me share some details now. Some of you have shared ideas, business ideas, and they'll run and take the credit for it from you. Or they'll say half-truths. They won't say it was someone else's idea. They leave that open door. You want to know why? In case you happen to show up later and start talking about it and how you shared it with them, they have time to interrupt immediately and make it right as a last-ditch effort to save their own hide with the half-truth. You ever heard it? Like you have this business idea and they go, oh, yeah. No, it was his idea. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. But man, yeah, it was a cool idea, huh? Saving grace. Their own asses. Warriors, they also would take the credit until someone else happens to have been there and realizes you were never there. You must have heard about it. Because I was there. Oh, yeah. My bad. But who was? Oh, yeah, so-and-so told me about it. Yeah. But they were telling it as if being there physically. The only way you can catch on this is for you to participate as an audience member, an observer, as they're getting caught, getting tripped up. And it happens often. Whereas another is the excessive need for admiration and seeking validation. Not from one to everybody. Everybody. Also, they don't take responsibility for their actions or errors because they're always right. They always have the need to be right. And it's why if they're caught in the corner or backed up into a corner or a box, they will insult you. They will try and shame you because they have to be right. Otherwise, they lose the admiration and the validation. Another thing is they have a sense of grandiosity and believe they're superior to everyone. And this is what gets them tripped up because they get overconfident. This is when I want you to pay attention to mostest, because you get the mostest and the most betterest information, data gathering, is when they have liquid confidence or they're jonesing on the shit. Especially the meth heads. Oh, the meth narc, they'll tell you they seeing shit and they being followed. You want to freak them out? Look both ways? Man, don't be bringing that shit over here. I noticed. Yeah, you're being... Dude, you need to get out of here. You're hot. Egg it on, man. Might as well. Warriors, they also feel entitled to special treatment. They expect the world to conform to their needs. You see this now out in the open market, in the commercial business sector. People that hire people. And let me tell you, when they start hearing all these him, she, her, his, damn, all this crap, they're unhirables. Everyone's got a blacklist. Whether they own up to it or not, understand. Companies have a blacklist. The undesirables that expect special treatment, they expect the world to conform, they're not welcome back. Warriors, they put down others' achievements and accomplishments and then fade away when they become successful. Or they'll try and take credit for your success and let everybody know that it hadn't been for you, you would have never achieved what you've achieved. Stop what the fuck you're doing, look at me. Because on this factor, they're 50% correct. They're the ones that set your ass on fire. They're the reasons that your ass went through the boot camp. They are the reason for the beast in you to have awakened. And for that, I am thankful. Warriors, they just don't have the idea of what it is they've awakened and how they improve the quality of your life from here forward. Because let me tell you, sleeping with the enemy with one eye open is no longer an option. You want to know why? Because it's never fun when the rabbit finds the gun. Can I get a what? Warriors, get out there and own it. You got this. You're numero uno. And thank you so much for your support. For those of you that want to join the tribe, been waiting for years for me to do this, it's now available. 4 tiers. Take a peek, hit that join button. And if you can't right now, this is what matters more to me than anything. Let's get you out of hell first. Let's get your wounds patched up. Let's get you running your own life. and identifying toxicity. Let's get you to that place first. And when you get to where you can now share your blessings, I would welcome that. But in the meantime, I want you to thrive and succeed and teach, become mentor, scream your war cry, and fuck the narcissist. Can I get a what? I feel something coming on. You better stop it. I feel a happy dance. Come on now. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now get out there and own it. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. You know that. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
Leap of faith.
A leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500 feet.
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at...
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new
Hey.
opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us to Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality is just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother. What a fun. Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.